Hi guys, in last video we have seen how to use for loop, and we have seen some overview of loops, okay, like for loop and while loop. So in this video we'll solve some problems related to for loop, and we'll write some program, okay. So after writing this program on for loop and while loop, so uh, we'll be good at this, like we'll know some idea how loop works. So let's move forward and see. So the next, so the first question is print the number from 0 to 10. So how would you print this number from 0 to 10? It's very simple. We will use for loop, and we'll print this number from 0 to 10. Okay. So let's move forward and go. Okay. What we have to do is print number from 0, 0 to 10. Okay. So first of all, we will initialize. Okay, or no, directly we can use this for int I int for int I is equal to 0, I smaller than equal to 10, I plus plus. So be careful in the condition part what I have written, I is smaller equal to 5, because since we need to print uh, 10 also. Okay, since we need to print 10 also, that's why I have written is equal to also. Okay, so we will bracket of print percentage I, okay, space and I, and save, and we will run the code. See, so our output has been printed out from 0 to 10. See, if you count this number, so you will get the number from 0 to 10. Okay, it is very simple question. Let's move to forward. So print the number from 0 to n if n is given by user. So in this case we need to use scanf function. So we need to uh, add the value of n. Okay, you need to ask the value of n. So how would you do this? You can do this by using scanf function. So let's remove n. Okay, let's declare int variable int num. Okay, we'll ask the user to print enter the number and use scanf function percentage I address of num. Okay, we use for loop int I is equal to 0, I is smaller than equal to I is smaller than equal to num. Okay, I plus 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 print percentage I I. Let's save it and the control enter the number. So let's say the number is 5. Okay, so the output has printed out from 0 to 5. We'll go for other number, enter the number. Suppose let's say the number is 15. It, if I add the number 15, that means the output has to be the program has to give me output from the number starting from 0 to 15. So let's enter and see the output is from 0 to 15. Okay, it's working properly. That's very simple. The next question is print the sum of, okay, print the sum of first and natural number. Also print them in reverse. So what this question is asking. So let's see the first part of the question. Print the sum of first and natural number. Okay, sum of first natural number. Let's- so what this is asking, so suppose the uh, first natural number is 5. Okay, so first sum of five, what will be the number from first 5 natural number is, there will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Okay, will be the value of this will be 1 2 3 6 6 4 10 10 plus 5 15. It will give us 15. So okay, so we need to write a program. Okay, if we need to write a program and ask the user to enter the number. So let's say the number is 5 and you need to print the uh, sum of its first 5 natural number. Okay, okay, let's make it. So how will you do this? We can do this for loop, and we need to first of all we need to in declare one sum variable. Okay, we need to declare one sum variable starting from 0 to n, sum of n. Okay, so how do this? Int num, enter the number. And scanf function, scan scanf percentage I percentage I and restoring num variable. Let's initialize, let's declare okay, let's initialize one sum variable. Yes, and sum is equal to 0. Okay, for int I is equal to 0, I is smaller equal to num I plus plus. Okay, now remember one thing, in the previous question uh, we have found the number starting from 0 to n. Okay, we have printed the number in the previous question. We have printed we were able to print number from 0 to n. Now we need to in this question we need to uh, found find its sum. So here we need to keep on adding its number. Okay, we need to keep on adding number. Suppose the value of I is 1, so we need to keep on adding with sum. The value of I is 2, so we need to sum this 2 with we need to with this sum, keep on adding with sum. So how would you do? So sum is equal to sum plus I. Okay, so I is not a natural number, so we will use I is equal to 1. Okay, mm, here print percentage I sum submit. That's number 550. Okay, so what has happened in this uh, loop is, so we here we are running the loop from 1 to num. Okay, 1 to num, and inside this for loop we kept adding the uh, value of I with sum. Okay, we kept adding. So after once the loop has finished. Okay, after the below the for loop we have written to print sum. This is how this problem has been sorted out. Let's take for another example. Enter the number. Suppose let's say the number is 10. So we need to find first uh, sum of first and natural numbers. So you need to find a sum of first 10 natural number. Enter is 55. If you check and calculate the sum of first 10 natural number, you will get 55. Okay. So we will go to next problem. Print the table of a number. Print the table of a number input by the user. So you know that how the table of means what the table of a number is, like multiplication. If you like multiplication table, okay. Let's see. Okay, you have come across this type of table in your mathematics or day-to-day life. Okay, you know this kind of table. So here, what the question is asking us to do is print the table of a number input by the user. Okay, let's say the input has uh, the input has added number 9. So we need to print the table of 9 in this format. Okay, how we can do this? We can do this by using for loop. Again, by using for loop, we'll run the loop from I is equal to 1 to I is equal to 10. We'll run the loop from I is equal to 1 to I is equal to 10. Inside the for loop, we will make a write the table multiplication formula. So how we do this? Okay, for int I is equal to 1, I is equal to 1, I smaller than equal to 10. Okay, I plus plus. Now we will keep printing is uh, we will keep printing. Okay. mm, Num percentage I. mm, mm. So we need in this format. Suppose the value is I. Suppose the value. Suppose the value of num is 9. 9 into 1 is equal to 9, right? And 9 into 2 is equal to 18, right? So we'll keep running till 9 into 10 is equal to 90. So we'll keep running. Okay. So we have to make this format in this under this printf into mm, percentage I equal to percentage I. Okay, so we have taken 3 3I, that means 3 we have to here in variable. Okay. Now for this I it will be num, and for the second I it will be the value of I. Okay, the value of I, that means like 1 2 3 keep on running, and this will be the final what we require. So how to do this? We need to multiply this num and I, num into I. Okay, and since we need this kind of format after printing like 9, the um, output has to print from second line. Okay, so we'll use has n, and we will save and run. Enter the number. Suppose okay, we will add 9. See, so it is the our table has been printed beautifully, ranging from the 1 to 10. Okay, this is how in a correct order, correct calculation. So we'll take for another example for other the number. So let's say 7, multiplication of 7. Okay, we got our multiplication of 7. Okay, so we have solved this also. Let's move to other, and keep taking number as input from user until the user enter an odd number. Okay, so here keep taking number as input from user until the user enter odd number. So now it is very like here we need to use for loop, but here we can't use for, like we need to use loop. Okay, but we can't use for loop. Why? Because it is acting as like keep taking number as input from user. So user will keep entering the number. Okay, user will keep entering the number until unless the user enter odd number. So let's say user enter explain. Okay, let's say user has entered 2. Okay, 2, then it will keep asking, the program will keep asking user to add number. Again the user has entered 4, the program has to keep asking the number. Okay, and user has entered 8, again it will keep asking the number. So once the user has, because this 2 4 8 are even number, so it will keep asking. Once it is odd number, like let's say user has entered 1, so it will give us end. Okay, the program has to end. So in this case we know that uh, we need to use loop, but we are not sure what is the end point. Okay, what is the end point? So let's say in these questions, in previous question, we need to we know that print the number, print the table of a number input by the user. Okay, we know that uh, where we have to stop. So with the user has entered 9, we know that we need to print the table of 9 ranging from 1 to 10. So, okay, we know the end point, but in this case, but in this questions we don't know the end point. So for this we need to use while loop. Okay, so this difference is clear. So uses of for loop and while loop. Here, let's see here, we have ranged the we have initialized the initialize this for loop from 1 to 10. So here we are sure, we are sure that where from where the loop has to run. But in this case we don't know where the loop has to be stopped. So for this we will run, so we'll use while loop. How to do this? Let's see. Take a number as an input from the user until user enter odd number. Okay, so mm, while 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 num, okay, while num is not, while num modulus 2 is not equal to 0, okay. mm, hmm, not equal to 0, printf enter the number, okay. That means while the number is uh, sorry, mm, equal to, okay, that means odd, it is even, this condition is for even, while the condition is even, enter the number and keep axing scanner percentage I, mm, keep axing the number, okay. Once the number is even, okay, you need to stop, hmm. Let's run this code, enter the number 2, enter the number 6, enter the number 8, enter the number, let's say 4, enter the number, let's say if we keep even, oh yeah, enter the, let's say you have enter 1, so see, so once you have enter odd number, the program will stop running, okay. So this is what it is asking us to do, okay. So let's play one more time. So here what we have done is, so we kept running, so we check whether it is even or not, so it is even, so we'll keep asking the user to add the number. Once it is odd, it's not even, so it will stop here. The next question is, keep taking numbers input from user until the user enter a number which is multiple of 7. Keep taking number, keep taking number as input from user until the user enter a number which is multiple of 7. So here the same thing, we have to use this, okay. We have to use this so what action should be, what this is action. So once any number, okay, any number, uh, any number modulus 2 is equal to modulus 7. Okay, modulus 7 equal to 0. So once, so here in this case we need to keep running the loop, okay, until the user has entered number which are multiple of 7. Then here you need to stop. Okay, for this you need to write while num 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 modulus 7 not equal to 0, enter the number. Okay, just set and run, enter the number. So 1. While num modulus 7. So okay, okay, there is some error. While num 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 modulus num modulus 7 not equal to 0. We'll keep running this. It has to run set and enter the number 5. Okay, now it's running properly. This 5 is not divisible by 7. Enter the number 1. Okay, it is running. Yeah, let's say 9. Okay, it is running. 4 is running. Okay, let's give number 14. Okay, now our loop has stopped. Since 14 is divisible by 7, so our loop has stopped running. This is how to use while loop. Okay, next the question is asking us to print all the number from 1 to 10 except for 6. Here what in the previous video we have seen use of uses of continue. So we need to use continue keyword in this for loop. Okay, so once the user hit print of them from 1 to 10 except for 6, here we will use continue. How to use print I is equal to 0, I smaller than equal to 10, I plus plus. Okay, if I is equal to 6, continue. Okay, and keep running other keep writing other number. Printf percentage I. Okay, and set. Run the code. See, here you can see we will erase this. We'll do one thing and run one more time. See, our output has printed from 1 to okay. It is 100. And we'll take one more time. Okay, our code has printed out from 1 to 10, but if you check here properly 1 2 3 4 5, so after 5 the code has directly printed 7, that means 6 is skipped, 6 is skipped. Okay, so this is how to use, you can use continue keyword to skip some number in a for loop and any other loop. Okay, and the next, print all the odd number from 5 to 50. Okay, odd number is like, odd number is the number which is not the number is not divisible by 2. So we need to use here modulo operator. Okay, from 5 to 50. This is I is equal to 5 to, and condition is 50. Now if I odd number, right? If I modulo 2 not equal to 0, okay, if I, that means the remainder of I is not 0. So suppose if we divide I with 2 and its remainder is not 0, that means it's odd number, okay, in that number, and we want that kind, we want that number. Printf percentage I, sorry, percentage I space I. Okay, save and run. Okay, see, even 50 has not printed out because 50 is 50 is uh, 50 is even number. Okay, that's why it is not printed as 50. 5 is, 5 is even, 5 is odd number. So all the number, all the odd number ranging from 5 to 50 has printed out. Okay, printed out. The next question is, given the factorial of a number n. Okay, factorial of a number n. So before uh, going forward, I will tell you what the factorial of n means. In mathematics, if you have studied factorial n, factorial. Suppose the factorial of, suppose the factorial of 5 will be 5 into 4 into 3 into 1. Okay, this is what factorial means. Suppose the factorial of uh, factorial of 4 will be 4 into 3 into 1. Okay, so the factorial of so let's 7, so it will be 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 3 2 1. So this is what factorial means. So now you got some you have got idea of factorial. So we have to print the factorial of a number n. Okay, so factorial of number 5 will be factorial of 5. So calculate is factorial, so it has to be 12, 60. Okay, factorial of 5 should be 60. Okay, so similarly the factorial of 4 will be 4 3 oh sorry 2 is not there, 2 5 4 3 3 2 1. Okay, 4 3 2 1, and factorial of 4 will be 6. uh, sorry factorial of 5 4 3 2 1 6 24 120. Sorry, the 5 factorial of 5 will be 120. Okay, 120. Similarly, the factorial of 4 will be 3 to the 6 24. Okay, so similarly we can find other factorial of n number. So we need to write find its answer in a we need to write its program. So we will use for loop. Okay, we will use for loop, and we will multiply the value of n with okay, we will use for loop, and here we will initialize factorial is equal to 1, and we will multiply the factorial with the keep on multiplying the factorial with this I. Okay, so we will mm, and scanf percentage I. Okay, we have asked user to add number. Now we will initialize factorial int factorial 1. Okay, and we will run factorial for loop for int I is equal to num, and I is greater than equal to 1. Okay, I is greater than equal to 1, I minus minus. See here what I have done is, so since we need to go since we need to previously what we have done is we are running from loop 1 to n. Okay, now here we need to do factorial and run the loop from n to 1. So that's why I have written, so I the value of I will be first num. Okay, so that's 5. So the 5 has to go from 5 to 1. So I have used this condition formula so that it won't go less than 0. Okay, and here I have done the iteration. In iteration previously I have written I plus plus. Okay, I plus plus means it will the number will keep on increasing like 1 2 3 4, but I have done in uh, decreasing order. So that's why I have used I minus minus. For that I will keep on factorizing it number. Fact is equal to fact into I. Okay, now after this factorization we'll put in the number percentage I a save and run it. This is under the number 5. See, the factorization of 5 is 120. So we'll use for other number. So here 4. The factorization 4 is 24. So you need to find, you need to print, it will give the output of 4 is 24. Okay, see, so it is running properly. So this is how you can use for loop to find the factorization. In further, even we can find factorization with the help of recursion. But since we are only learning at this present, at this point we are doing problems related to for loop, so we will use this for loop. So the next question is print reverse the table, print reverse of the table for a number n. Okay, so like if the number is like for example, if the number is like printing 1 to 5, you need to print 5 to 1 for this way. So it's your homework, you need to do by yourself. Calculate the sum of all the number between 5 and 50 including 5. So you can, so it's your homework, you must do by yourself. Okay, this is the nested loop. After that we have a few questions. Okay. Search on what a nested loop is and print this. Search on what a nested loop is and print this pattern using it. Okay, we'll use little advanced version of for loop. Okay, we have to use nested loop. That means nested loop means loop inside the loop. This is called nested loop. So we'll here, if we see this and see in a type of matrix, we can find that it's a, so how many rows are there? 1 2 3 4, 4 rows. Okay, 4 rows and 1 2 3 4 columns. It's a 4 by 4 matrix. We can solve this by nested loop. How we have to do is we have to create 4 loops, okay, or 4 rows, and on each row we need to print this we need to print this star 4 times. Okay, 5 times, okay, sorry, 5 times. This is 4 rows, the column is 5. Okay, what we will do is we will first of all we will write a for loop for loop ranging from I equal to 0 to I smaller than, okay, okay, we in short we will uh, write code for 4 rows. Okay, 4 rows. After the write a code in each rows, we will print this 5 star. So how will do this? We'll use 4 rows. So we need this kind of star. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and here we will need to print this type. 1 2 3 4 5. Mm, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. So here we need to print this kind of matrix. So we'll use loop inside loop for int num is equal to, since it's a 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, we need to write this 4 rows, we need 4. Okay, num is num is equal to 4. Okay, this is its rows are 4. Now we run this loop, int I is equal to, so we'll name as rows, int row is equal to 0. Okay, row is smaller than num. Okay, row plus plus. So here I have written this for loop for this row 1 2 3 4. Okay, it will, this row is loop will run 4 times. Okay, since the rows are 4, it will run from 0 to less than num 4 times. The 4 is 4, if it's 3, if once it reaches 3 it will stop. So this is the outer loop for rows. Now we need another loop to print uh, this star. Okay, so here I will write for int column is equal to 0, column smaller than how, since it is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 5, so I'll write 5 directly, 5, no problem, column plus plus. Just remember, it will, the loop 1 go to 5, the once is written, it means column is smaller than 5 means the column will go for column is equal to 4. After that it won't print, it won't do it some like operation. So here what I will do is keep printing, printf and star. Okay, star. So this star will keep printing 5 times, 1 2 3 4 5 times, from running from 0 to smaller than 5. So it will print 5 times. Okay, once this line has been printed, the program is to run from the next line. So for that, after this for loop, okay, after this for loop has finished, I will ask the program to run from second loop. For this I need to use this printf and this line. So this what does this code does is, so it will keep, so the code will run from the next line. Okay, now our code, we are about now, yes, this is what we need to do. We will save and clear, make it bigger and run the code. This is it. See, so we got our desired answer, 1 2 3 4 5, and this is what, this kind of style we want. Okay, the next question is, write a program to see if a number is prime or not. So what are prime number? So prime number which are number which are divisible by 1 and in itself. Okay, suppose prime numbers are like 1, sorry, like 1 2 3 5 7 13 17. Okay, I have to n number. So these are the prime number, the number which are divisible by 1 and itself. Okay, so how we need to do this? So for this, it is a special kind of program. We need to have a special kind of program. So we need to, suppose let's say we need to check for 7. Okay, we need to check for 7. Now for 7, what we need to run for loop. We need to run for loop to run for loop and check. To run for loop and slice uh, I is equal to 2 to I is equal to I is smaller than 2 to we'll use for loop and we need to check I is equal to I is equal to 2 to 6. Okay, if any number between I if any number between 2 to 6, okay, if this 7 is divisible by any number 2 to 6, then it is not a prime number. If none of the number between 2 to 6, if sorry, if this 7 is not divisible and is not divisible by number between 2 to 6, that means it is a prime number. Okay, so okay, I will tell you one more time. Suppose let's say here what we will do is, suppose we'll check for 7 and we'll run the loop from 2 to 6. Okay, 2 to 6, 2 to 6, and check if this 7 is divisible by this number ranging from 2 to 6 or not. If it is divisible, then we'll assign this 2 is not a prime number. Okay, if not divisible, then it is 2 is a prime number. Okay, so here we will check this initialize num enter the scanf percentage I and num. Okay, now what we will do is we will initialize in variable. Since we are in C program, we don't have boolean. Okay, so we need to use this by in is prime is equal to 1. Okay, we'll so here the yes, true or false means 1 means yes, 0 means no. So we'll use this kind of thing. Now we run the loop. 4 int I is equal to 2. Okay, I is equal to 2 is more than equal to is the num I plus plus. Okay, if so is num, if num divisible by 2, if num divisible by sorry if num divisible by I is equal to 0, if num divisible by I is equal to 0 is prime equal to is prime, that means it will indicate this as a is prime 0. So I will tell you one more time what we have done is, so is first of all we have initialized is prime is equal to 1. Okay, so we have gone I is equal to I is running from 2 to num minus 1. Suppose the num is 7, it will the group will run till 6 and we'll check if num is 7, if num is divisible by this I is 0 or not. If it is 0, okay, if it is divisible, then is num we have assigned I is equal to 0. Now here we have will come out of this for loop and we'll write one more thing. If is prime, if is prime is equal to 1, say prime number. I miss none. Okay, if I is equal to 1, okay, here what we have checked is uh, we have checked is this number is prime or not. Okay, if it is not prime, then we have assigned not prime, and here we have checked if it is I is equal to still 1, it will assign it is a prime number, else else percentage I is not a prime number. Okay, now saved. Enter the number. So let's say for 7. 7 is a prime number. Okay, so it is written. So our program is working properly. So we just need to slash n. Okay, save and clear this here. Enter the number. So let's say number is 10. 10 is not a prime number. Okay. Okay, it's running properly. Let's go for 0. 0 is a prime number. Okay, 0 is a prime number. Mm, mm, 2, 2, 2 is a prime number. Okay, this is our program is program is running. Okay, so this is how you use for loop to check uh, prime number. Okay, this is the last questions of this video. So what it's asking, write a program to print prime number in write a program to print prime number in a range. Suppose the range is from suppose if the number is suppose the range is 1 to 10, so we need to print number so we need to print the prime number between 1 to 10. Okay, so the range is 50. Okay, so we need to print the number we need to print or so we need to print prime number ranging from 1 to 50. So how to do this? So here what we have written this whole code, right? This for loop, we need to write this whole code inside one more for loop. We need to write one more for loop. Okay, I will do one thing is better. I will code from the beginning. Okay, range. Okay, let's say int I is equal to range. Okay, so we have asked the user to enter range. Okay, so this will ask range, and we need to write for loop for range. And I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1. I is smaller than equal to range. Okay, I plus plus. Okay, I is smaller than equal to range. There is some error. So int I is equal to 1, 1. I is smaller than equal to range. I plus plus. Okay, so this is the range. So okay, this is for the range. Now inside this for row we need to write and check whether it is a prime number or not. Same thing, but previously we have the code which we have coded previously. We need to write in this way. Okay, here mm, so int check num. Check num is equal to I. So we will take this check num int variable to check whether this, okay, we have taken this int check num variable to check whether it is prime or not. Okay, now int is prime is equal to 1. So we will initialize it. If it is not prime number, so we'll give is prime so we will change is prime is equal to 0. So we will have for loop for int j is equal to 2, j is smaller than uh, check num. Okay, j is smaller than check num. J plus plus. Mm. Now the our loop will run from 2 to check num. So the check num is 2. Okay, so it will so the check num is like 5. It will lay run till 6. If check num divisible by j equal to 0 is prime is equal to 0. Okay, zero. Now we will come out from this for loop and write this statement. If is prime is equal to 1, printf percentage I and what we will need to check now. See, check now. Okay, if is prime is equal to 1, so we will print check num. If check num is if I is equal to 7, so check num will also be 7, so it will print 7. So set and uh, set and run. Remember, so the range is 10. See, our program is running properly. All the number we got is our the number we got are prime number 1 2 3 4 5 7 of range 7. So if we um, enter the number, so let's say 20. Okay, so if we take range 20, okay, so it has given us all the prime number ranging from 1 to 20. See, okay, so this was our today's video. So we on this video we have solved so many problems like by using for loop, for and while loop, and we have also seen nested loop, how to uh, we have seen the factorization. Okay, factorization. We have seen how to print this nested loop. We have seen how to check prime number, which are prime number, which is one of the important questions in programming. Also, we have seen how to print the range of prime number. Okay, so so keep watching and keep practicing. So in under this description, I will add its PDF file, okay, of both the notes and questions. You can check it out and practice by yourself. So thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.